Hello shaggers, welcome back here. IRL Tier 2's gonna hit you straight in the face like Sherlock Holmes meet with his girlfriend on a Saturday night. I'm your commentator, the only one here, GoldenSniper. I have no idea what we're doing. It is absolutely fucking mental. People have retired from the session, people have shit the show. It looks like it's gonna be a lovely lobby restart to start off. Tonight I have around negative 14 hours of sleep. So this just makes it all the more worthwhile. I can sit here and waffle my head off, and yeah. So as we do away for this lobby restart, it's gonna be simply lovely, and yeah. Everyone's gonna wait. Andrew is just giving the heads up for a 5 minute wait. He does have to get some stuff done. So in the meantime, I don't really know what to do. We're just gonna sit here on this lovely screen and just wait, watching all the people from the Abu Dhabi Paddock Club having a jolly good time. People are bold, people are receding, and then you can just find me in the back corner having a tug. So it is lovely. The screen goes black, and yep, people are leaving, people are flying in, people are doing what you usually do on a Sunday night. So it's on Sunday. It's actually Saturday. My bad. People are leaving. There's a new lobby, and in the meantime, I'm gonna quickly pause the broadcast real quick. So toodaloo, motherfuckers. As there are people waiting, we'll fuck off me pausing the broadcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You know who I am. I hope. So we'll just sit here having a nice chat. If people are in the chat, please speak to me. I'm lonely. I think there's a seat full of water. Thank you, Smoky. There is so much water. God damn. Much better. Look at that. Now we don't get copyrighted from everyone. It's a lovely, chilly Sunday morning here in Australia, so yeah, I'm nicely cozy, wrapped up. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna pause the broadcast yet again, and I will see you back when we get racing. So, toodaloo for now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here in Abu Dhabi. It's been a very, very short 46,000-year wait. It was promised to us so long ago. Samsung decided to invade the entire US. Anyway, we're back here in Abu Dhabi. What usually is actually the last race of the season is now pushed so far forward. It's pushed so far forward, it's almost like my hairline. Anyway, we have a lovely Mercedes digging himself out of the pits. There's another car as well. You've got Andrew coming out of the pits. Everyone's coming out of the pits. Well, not everyone, but a couple cars decided to throw themselves everywhere, including this man on screen, Masaki, who is reserving for Racing Balls today. There's a couple other drivers flying around. You got your 60 as well in the kick Sauber, but the main talking point is who is driving that second McLaren. So you got Jagnu, who's actually shot himself in the pit wall already. Behind him, you got his teammate, who is reserving for Daniel today. The return of the one and only Sparky as he flies around in front of the only Haas on track, which is Santi. And this is going to be a cracker qualifying session. I'm going to quickly get my lap data track map, and fuck off the telemetry for the memes. We'll put the keep it to that, nice and tidy. And people are flying their out laps. People are digging themselves out everywhere. You've got a caution in sector 2, I believe. That is Leandro, who throws himself so hard into the wall. It's unbelievable how he didn't get even more damage. So, actually, he didn't get damage at all. It's just maybe a bit of a skill issue. I was going to quickly ride on board with Morgan Hughes, who's going to set the benchmark first lap for today. You can see him flying around. Sabino's been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Yeah, that is IRL Tier 2, ladies and gentlemen. You never know what you're going to get here on board now with the Mercedes flying around. The lovely part where you did see Abu Dhabi 2021 happen. Not naming anything else because I'm getting it flamed in the comments of the stream. Who knows? Anyway, DRS straight down. Morgan is in absolute flight. He uses the curving lovely. Someone in front starts to cut the entire track. I believe that is his second work of KNYT Kid. But Morgan's getting a lovely toe from his teammate down the back straight here. Well, not the back straight, down the second DRS zone. Now he's a lovely bit of teamwork there. Lovely. Use it to curve the inside and come bring it towards the outside here. Can use every bit of every apex. Lovely bit of trail braking and coming in to what would be known forever as the Latifi corner, where he definitely did not crash all those years ago. But Morgan here's going to fly around this last corner here. Max Verstappen crossed the line to win it, but Morgan, can he slap it on pole for the remainder of the qualifying session? Of 1:23.8 is a good time for him. Masaki, though, decides to shit all over everyone and goes for a 23.020. Good time for the Racing Balls driver. Anyway, next man to cross the line is Leandro with a 23.4. Good time for him as they're on board now with his teammate Kyoto, the reigning World Drivers Championship champion. I'm fucking waffling. Of Tier 2, currently on the soft compound tyres. Everyone's treating the soft because you're retarded. Your Kyoto slapping it with 24.0. Not as much pace as you'd hope from him. Santi on the mediums with 25. Sparky's coming into the pits, boarding his lap. Behind him, I believe it's an Alpine. It is Andrew with 24.1. Lovely time for that man. U60 now with 24.5. And then a couple other drivers flying through. Randro 23.6. Caution in sector 2. There's a massive fuck off pile up. And that is Jesus Lord. People are flying everywhere. Felix, who did just cross the line not too long ago, with 25.2, and that I'm pretty sure is everyone who's set a lap time so far. Next man to throw himself around is KNYT Kid. What can he slap on the board here? A 24.8. Not the fastest time from a man who is definitely a lot quicker, but you do hope he can squeeze out a couple attempts here and there. The judge with a 25.7, he's just crossed the line. Yellow flag sector 2, people are just letting people by and being gentlemen in this sport. I believe the next one to cross the line would have been Leandro, but he does come into pits and make one job just that little bit more harder. Santi is flying around on a quarter lap behind him. We've got one of the Red Bulls. I believe that's a Quoto flying around. Jagner is on an outlap, and both Alpines are just chilling for, just trying to touch each other's cocks or something. And then behind them, you've got both Saubers who just decide to throw everything to the wind, and a lovely Ranger behind them. But we'll stay aboard with this man, Sayo here. He had a great. He just actually come off a podium in the F1 World car league championship thing in Spa. So let's see if we want to recoup someone is flying around, just cooling down his battery and everything and whatnot. People are flying to pits, people flying everywhere. We're going to stay on board with the third place sitter from Spa, and he decides to make a job of living hell and throw himself into the pit lane. You silly mug. Panda, I don't know where the track looks wet, mate. It's not even supposed to be raining. Anyway. Hello, Andrew. Nice to meet you. Anyway, Andrew is flying around with his teammate Keto just in front of him. I believe these two are on flying laps, toes, and hands everywhere today from a teammates. He saw a toe from, I believe, from Canberra Ticket to Morgan News. So, yeah, just toes and hands everywhere. Haha, funny, I need a job. Anyway, we are going to fly on board with Jagnu, who's slipping around the last corner now. He's not going to have as much time as he wanted here, but what time did he slap? And we'll get something for him, a 25.0 good time. Junkato slaps with a 24.2 as Andrew flies into the pits. It's just a solid set of times around the board for everyone. Sparky and Sayo are the only ones who have not sent in a lap time, and Sabino, well, Sabino decided to get disqualified because, well, why not? So, Chiquito on a cool down. But Jagnu might be on an absolute fly here when we quickly look at the telemetry real quick. He is fucking burning. Alright, here we go. We're gonna get some fucking action here. Jagnu's flying around from the absolute memes. Comes up to the DRS zone, slaps it through. I don't know why is it on. Okay, he doesn't slap it through. That is very awkward. He's not on a cooldown. He's on a cooldown, I think. It's very awkward. I'm commentating a cooldown lap. Alright, well, we're gonna just fly with him anyway, why not? Yeah. Fuck it, we're balling. People on flying laps, people on cooldown laps, people on out laps, people in cars, driving said cars. Jagnu, pit lane. Thank you, sir. Right him, Junketo. Where is Junketo? Junketo is going to fly around, and we are going to follow him all the damn way, because I don't give a shit. I'm not toasty. Anyway, flying around to the first corner. Oh, I've just clicked off on him. Flying on the first corner, his lovely usage of the curbing there, making sure he uses every single bit of the track. Even more usage of the curbing comes across. Lovely turning on the apex here in 700s actually, up on his sector one time, and definitely a little bit of improvement there as he comes just a little bit wide, touching the curbing. It's all rubbing his racing type shit around here. Back straight uses depth. We could pick up a lot of time where you've lost. Now this side, is he can he squeeze his car even closer to that apex? Yes he can, and just make sure it's to not touch that inside sausage shred, will definitely ruin your lap. DRS down the second straight here, flying through the middle part of sector 2, coming up just a little bit of a wider hairpin into sector 3, throws his car violently through it. He's a 10th up on his time, goes wide though, but doesn't invalidate it as the Masaki. It's the first person to set it into the 22s of the 22.6. That means too quick. We're still on board Chunkato into the Latifi corner. He doesn't fuck it up like the man from Canada. He's coming through to the final corner now. He's unable with a little bit of time, and he decides to abort his lap. And that little slip up to the start of Sector 3 definitely ruined his momentum. Unfortunate for that man in Alpine, but Leandro's going to fly around now into this last slap it. We're into the second driver, into the 22s, 22.9 for the man in the Red Bull. Good time for that sexy beast. Anyway, you got Sayo, I believe, about to come through on his first lap, a 26.7 so far, the slowest of all the drivers, and actually a second down on his time. Sparky actually set a 29.1 on his lap, so unfortunate. We definitely know how pacey this man can get, and you just hope he can actually fly. Speaking of flying, I don't think he's slowing down. He's going to go for another fly here. He's 6 tenths up on his time, and why not? We'll follow this man on his return all the way through. Caution in Sector 1, while Salvos and the other one by. So Sparky down the back straight to Williams in front of him. Definitely needs to move unless he's on a flying lap of his own. No, the judge moving it in the last second. So Sparky there. He doesn't clip that in, so he has a bit of a slip up on the rear. Very, very slight there. As Sparky decides to throw himself around here now. Does he make the mistake of throwing it too aggressive? He has another car. Will let this beautiful man in the McLaren by. Taking it just a little bit wide out of that corner. Hello, Daniel. Welcome back. This is the man you being replaced by. Sparky's absolutely throwing it at every corner. Salty is going to fire Sparky if Sparky doesn't at least get into the 25s here. Sparky a little bit cautious there on the curbing. Let's hope it doesn't fuck up his thing too much. Coming around the final corner, walking Sparky from the boards. It's not going to be a 25. It's going to be a 27.0. That's a very big improvement though, but not enough for anything. Hello, Salty. I'm aware he's a reserve. I love you, mate. Anyway, time's flying everywhere. Sabino's DNF. He'll start the back. Woohoo. Fun. Anyway, next man across the line. Would actually use 60. We're going to throw everything everywhere with the kick salver. My beautiful half Persian man in the green and black car. Can he bring a surprise like Nico Hulkenberg did in the British Grand Prix? As U6 is going to fly around this part up into Sector 2 now. The first DRS straight, throwing absolutely everything. Flying through, what can he slap here? Coming up to this lovely chicane, which definitely doesn't fuck up your lap. Lovely bit of a little bit of a touch of the sausage herb on that second part of the chicane, but it's all good. Doesn't have too much. Yellow flag just ahead. I believe that is there's one of the McLarens moving past. 2 tenths up on his time now. U60 coming into Sector 3. A little bit wide again on the curving as Morgan uses shows drawing back in the session. Let's see what U60 can pull off here. Lovely use of the curving again. Slowing the car just a little bit, but it's all good. Using a little bit more wide curving, opening up for the exit there. As he's going to come across the final corner here, throws his car around it like no one, and by that means he throws his car into the pits and mugs me off so damn hard. God fucking damn it, U60. Anyway, hello Andrew. Andrew's in the pits. Okay, lovely. Cars, pits, fun. My motto. Quota's on an outlap. Behind him, you do have, I believe it's Sparky, who's going to fly into the pits. So the next man, it's not Jack Noon, because he's, I believe, in the cooldown. No, he's in the pits. So we're going to be on board with the reigning world champion of the Tier 2, Quoto. Let's see what he can put on the board. As he's currently a 10th up on 10th down on his time. I don't know, Dan. He's just reserving for you, mate. So we don't know why, but we do welcome Sparky back into the IRL family. Quires flying through the first DRS straight. Is he going to be able to open up his car just a little bit into the chicane? A little bit of touch of the sausage on the inside, but the exit is all nice and clean. He's coming out to the second DRS zone now. lovely use of the very narrow part here on the track. Comes through, uses every single bloody corner like it's nothing. He takes it a little bit wide as well from the quota there, but then again, he is quicker than me, so I just shut my mouth. Lovely, yet again, a little bit of curbing taken, and there's little bumps for no reason, but we're balling. Takes it just a little bit wide and invalidates his lap. Unfortunate for a quota, as he's going to throw himself into the pits as well, getting a fresh set of tyres. Tosi does say Masaki needs to get the fuck out of his seat. Who knows when we're more than him? He's around 8/100ths of a second down in his time. But around here, sector 3, there's definitely going to be some improvement from that man in the racing balls at 22.6. It's definitely a lot quicker than people weren't expecting for today, at least by maybe someone like Quoto standards, who's still in the 23s. But Masaki's throwing himself around, now up to the Latifi corner. He's going to go wide. No, he's not. He's caution in sector 2. That is a Mercedes leading the half of Santi by. Masaki's going to throw himself around the front. Has a bit of a slip up like Max Verstappen did. But even with the slip up, a 22.3 is the new bloody provisional pole time that everyone has to beat. That top pole will be all top 10 times. What the hell? I don't know what that means, Ben, but woohoo! Anyway, cars, track, fun. The next man to cross the line, it would be Santi, but he is on a cooldown. Hashtag kill Masaki. Hashtag fuck it, we ballin'. Morgan's on an outlap. Behind him, you've got both Alpines deciding to throw caution to the wind, have toes and hands and feet thrown at them as well. So they're going to start their final lap 50 seconds in the session to go. This is going to be everyone's final lap, actually. Is anyone even on a final throwy lap? I don't really think much. Yes, no. Toasty, I miss you, mate. Please come in the comment box, you son of a man. It's a bit weird doing solo commentary when your dual commentator is watching a baseball game or just opening Yu-Gi-Oh cards for the sake of it. Fun, haha, I'm so fun, I need a job. Anyway, the judge pits, that is his qualifying session done so far. For now, actually, we P10, not a bad position, actually. The quota is actually going to come into pits, as is Masaki, so their qualifying session's done. I don't know Panda Maya, but Masaki is 6 tenths up on his time. You shouldn't be complaining, mate. You shouldn't. He's your fucking driver. Anyway, U60's just come across the line with a provisional P6 for now. Next man will be Santi on the soft compound tyres. 24.8 is the time for him to improve at least anything here. A 24.4 puts him up to P10 for now. Behind him, you've got Morgan Hughes slapping it. No improvements from him. You've got both Alpines now. Andrew moves himself on to P3. Trancato now to P6. Good times for both Alpines. Behind him, you've got this man, Sayo, the man from Spa. The Spa podium in the F1 world. Can he spring a surprise here? Coming across the line. Lovely last exit. A 25.1 puts him in P13. Behind him, Kane Kid with a P9 finish for now. And Trancato and Randro Randro across the line with no improvements from what I can see. Jagner, though, probably from the last spill across the line. A 28 at a P8 with 23.7, meaning Leandro just crossed the line. I don't know if he's got pole or not, but from what I saw, it's going to be mighty, mighty close. Liam, why the hell have you joined? Hello. There is your qualifying results. Masaki reserving 4 racing balls. I don't know why he's in here or why he's even driving under the Swiss flag. But he gets pole. Leandro locks out the second row. Andrew and Quoto getting the second row. I don't know why I said the second one the first time. I'm fucking retarded. They got Randro, Trancato, U60, Jagnu, and other people just throwing cars everywhere. And let's just see if this race is going to be as action-packed as the qualifying. There's a 5-minute break. So maybe someone like bloody Masaki should not be in this tier. Five minutos. Fun. So it seems a lovely paddock club here in Abu Dhabi. It's going to be a lovely race. Obviously, one of the only races to do day to night. That's what makes it so special here in Abu Dhabi. The paddock club is going absolutely wild. People are wearing, for some reason, the same shirts everywhere. You've got red, green, white. No blue, though, because they're boring. You've got some purple dresses as well. People with different flowing hair. You got some nice gingers. You got some people with black hair. People with no hair, like the one commentating tonight. But, we do have a 5-minute break. So in the meantime, sit back, relax, and just enjoy the fruits of everyone's labour for the memes. 5 minutes to have a break. So, in the meantime, I don't know who's in... Okay. Completely forgotten. We are on the formation lap now. So, Masaki's going to lead the pack through. Everyone's taking it nice and slow. So, for the love of holy shit, do not overtake anyone in the formation lap. I'm going to quickly look... Sayo's just overtaken someone with a safety car, but Felix was going a little bit slow, so... Unless someone's already qualified. Yep, that was where they qualified. Okay, from what I can see. That's where they qualified. Everyone is in order, I believe. I'm just quickly snooping around, see if everyone's a naughty bitch. That seems all good, Seems all simply lovely. Cars behind, yep. Chiquito, Leandro, Quoto, and Andrew, and then you got Leandro and Masaki coming through. Does seem like everyone's fine and dandy with the whole thing. Andrew podium incoming. I bloody hope so, to be honest. Shut up, Toasty. Hashtag shut up. So, Quado. Thank you. Fucking hell, I thought for a second we were about to get a time penalty. Time penalty? Penalty point. But, all good to get the position back in time. Misaki, get on that man's ass. So, speaking of Misaki, he's gonna very quickly line up on everyone. Hashtag Sparky Masterclass. Hashtag Daniel doesn't know what a hashtag looks like. Where are the Ferraris? Do they have T2 drivers? I don't know. That's odd. What is Shinsaka cooking? Did the man named Masaki line up on his route correctly? Can people actually park a damn car? Andrew's car. So he's going to destroy his race. KYT Kid's going to destroy the start of his race. Kill Masaki. Someone who's definitely not me typing is saying. That's Ray Lewis for the memes. Anyway, the judge is taking this very slowly. Please hurry up. We have a race. You're not Sunny Hayes. Anyway, cars are lining up their grid spot. The judge is going to park it simply lovely. He does. Sayo does. Felix does. Sparky does not. And Sabino slaps it. 15, apparently 5th is 13 viewers. There is 13 viewers, and here we are.
The 5 red lights are out. It is definitely coming in Abu Dhabi. It's out right now. That took too fucking long, and Masaki has a great start off the line here. Tice is swapping over. Sparky's made a position already. Trincato as well. We're going to quickly look to this middle pack here to see if there's any kind of run for the McLaren of Dragon, who's got a shit ton of cars in front of him and behind him. You can see nothing really to boot yet. This is really chaotic now. There's a dive bomb just happening just in front. It's one of the Alpines, I believe. Trincato getting past Quoto, using every bit of power he's got. But Quoto actually robbing. He's definitely racing the side by side here into the chicane. Truncato's going to try a dive bomb. Very aggressive here. But he gets a position. Well done. Suddenly he's actually dropped positions. Morgan Hughes actually can take it. He's going to drop to back Felix all the way down to P14. Holy shit. Kane take it, loses another position to the judge, who's up into P11. Sabino does get past Sparky, who's unfortunately at the back of the grid. But Quoto, and there's contact everywhere. Oh my god, Morgan Hughes retired, crashing into the wall. That's definitely going to be a safety of the clog up between U60 and Sayo as well. There's cars everywhere. Sayo gets a 10-second time penalty for a severe collision with Morgan Hughes. Holy shit, what the hell just happened? And surprisingly, Quota doesn't get damage from what I can see, but he will trundle into the pit lane. And we're still going racing here. Actually, no, I believe there's a safety car out. At least there's a visual glitch on my screen. No, the safety car is yet. Okay, cars are flying through. Yeah, so it's safety car. It's definitely a safety car. Hello, where am I landing? What the holy fuck just happened? Yeah. Hell. That's all I'm going to describe it as. Hell. So fun. So much fun. Andrew, stop waving on the straight! I'm sorry, I wasn't Andrew, that was Shinkato. I am severely retarded. Unless that was Andrew. That was Andrew. I think it's fucking one of them. It's an lovely Alpine sandwich with Range Rover. I'm confused. Cars are cars. Let them fucking drive. Anyway, as the safety car bunches of people, I'm going to quickly go fill up my water bottle because I definitely need something after the first lap shit show. So please give me 1 second. My apologies for being gone so damn long. The judge has just dropped into P4 in. What the hell have I just seen? Coming back. That is very weird. I love you too, mystery admirer. Please don't rape me like last time. Anyway, when you quickly look at the position changes here, Quotos. I don't know if that's true, mate. I'm pretty sure Toasie's pretty good at his job. Yeah, very unfortunate start for Quoto in that very early incident. Drops in 10 positions. So he's made a monstrous recovery drive to salvage some points for the Red Bull team. But biggest gainer is actually Sabino. Obviously started at the back after an unfortunate disqualification for blocking the pit lane. Felix has just yeah. So Felix has just dropped down a couple of positions. That's really, really weird. Anyway, Quota's now up. He's actually now down 9 positions. So one more position and he gets into the points. So fun times for everyone. I'm sorry, that's what I was about to say. Sabino is your biggest gainer, 7 positions now due to what the hell just happened. Sparky's up 5, and you've got Sanity who's up 4. You have Campbell taking and Jagger up 2, with Ranger and Trinkedo up 1. U6 is down 4 position after the fortunate incident, so they're down 2 with a big shit show and everything. But we're about to get racing here. Back again, I'm all fueled up in my stomach. Had a lovely music bar just before I came. Oh my lord, Leandro's just punted Masaki off the restart. They actually been started. Oh my lord. Masaki's just been absolutely punted by Leandro off the restart. And we're back racing. I don't give a shit if I'm living with koalas, mate. We're back racing. I know it's winter. I'm cold. I've got gloves on right now. Woohoo, twiddle me thumbs. What the hell have I just seen? Leandro just gained. It's almost like bloody Matt Kenseth on Joey Logano all those years ago in NASCAR. Bet you didn't think I know that fucking reference, mate. Holy shit. Leandro just twatted Masaki, who's now down to 8. Oh my lord, what an amazing safety car restart. We've had already Sanity, Santi and Jagger fighting clippage on the wheels a little bit on the exit, but Santi does have to yield. P5 now. When on board, Caden Waitegi is actually near pass, and can he make a move done on the McLaren? No, he can't. Just squeeze it a little bit, but Jack Newton does go wide off the corner exit, and Caden Waitegi is trying to force him just a little bit wider now, using all of the circuit. Is there going to be a thundercut? No, there is not. This is going to be an amazing race. UCC does get past Sabino coming into that exact same bloody corner. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 8th to 1st, but if the judge gets past Sabino, holy shit. Fun for the whole family, that's what I'm going to say. Fun for the whole family. Leandro does take... Okay. Doesn't matter, mate. Sparky gets overtaken, as does Sabino, as Quoto tries to salvage everything he can to gain some points for the Red Bull team. In front, you've got the judge, who's slowly losing out time to Masaki. Andrew win, maybe. That was one of the most greatest safety car restarts I've probably ever seen in the history of F1, and probably ever of any sport. So it's gonna be fun to see what Masaki does for the rest of this race. He's currently trying to fight Santi, and they're both down. The Darash to quickly be on board with him, and he just decides to fly past that Haas. No real fighting from Santi there. In front of it, Jagnu having a scrap himself. with KNYT here as Quota gets past the judge. Up into P10 now for the Red Bull driver. But can Jagnuk bring a surprise here? He was had a pretty mixed result in qualifying. Can he do something now in the race? Can he almost pull what some would say a quali bad race good result here? As U60 is the first man to get a 3-second time penalty for track limits. I'd rather watch this than Uber to Huz. What the holy fuck does that mean? I know Huz is women, but Uber to Huz. Oh, it probably means second Uber to his women. Okay, that is my bad, very bad lingo from me. Anyway, fun for the whole family. Hello, Masaki. He's decided to appear out of fucking nowhere, but he's got Jagnu in front, but Jagnu's now in this battle with KNYT down the DRS straight, almost clipping of the wheels there actually, just a little bit, but Jagnu keeps it nice and tidy, and by nice and tidy, takes it really wide off the chicane. Quota gets past his 60. Andrew is on board, and we're going to be flying past the Andrew onto the second DRS straight into sector 3 now, and he takes the lead of the race as Masaki gets past Jagnu down that exact same damn straight. Holy shit, Randro now gets past the Andrew. Tongue twisters and everything. Holy fuck. Cars driving broom broom. Andrew is now almost a second up on Randro now. He's actually out of DRS. There's a caution in sector 3. That is Fearless doing so in the back to quickly be on board with Randro, who in front of him you've got the race leader Andrew. DRS is not open, so Randro didn't get enough speed out of sector 3. Holy shit. Actually, there's no DRS zone there. My bad. They should be, because it's a fucking straight. Anyway, Randro's now caught up a little bit to Andrew. That's 6/10 now as Sparky does get past his 60, who's into the pit lane. So he might get a little bit of damage. Or maybe his tire's just so damn worn. But Randro now, what can he spring on? The Alpine, the young man from Newfoundland, Canada. Andrew springing it to the chicane, trying to force a mistake here from Andrew, but they're both keeping it nice and clean. I will quickly show the tyres. 1 second, mate. Got some mediums flying around everywhere, and a couple people on the hards. Quota, Sayo, and KNYT Kid. U60 does spring the hards very early now. So, can he maybe spring a surprise on the hard compounds, on the mediums, who in fact die off? So it's going to be fun to see for him and for everyone what does indeed happen on the hard compound runners. But still on board with Randro. I'm going to quickly flick off because that was really covering half the screen. I will bring him back, don't you worry. Anyway, down the straight now, Leandro, 3-second time play for track limits, you silly mug. Actually, no. Was that one of the glitches, maybe? Was that a safety, not safety, a pit lane glitch where the tiniest bit of tyre on the line gets you a 3-second penalty? It may be. It may be. Masaki's up to P4, the judge is up to P9. Yeah. Anyway, we're still on board with the Aston Martin Randro, who's now got DRS on Andrew, who is slowly saving his battery. And Randro and Andrew, just like last week in Canada, are going to have an absolute cracker race here in Abu Dhabi. Jagnu and Santo are fighting. There's a big pile up in the back. That's Sabino having a moment into, I believe it's turn 6. Sorry, it's turn 5. Turn 5, turn 6, around that lovely place where Max Verstappen overtook Lewis Hamilton all those years ago. Randro and Andrew have changed places as soon as I said that. KNYT is actually overtaken on Masaki. It's a very physical race for the V-Carb driver as Santi gets past Jagnu. People are stopping everywhere. U60 yet again, another 3-second time penalty for track limits as KNYT gets actually moved on now on Chinkato coming to the last corner, so he's going to be in the final podium position. Chinkato, but he's still hot on his tail here. We're going to be on board with the Alpine. Can he spring something into it. The first couple corners, it doesn't seem like it so far. Right in the curbing a little too much. So that's going to a little bit more coming up into turns 3 and 4. He's long winding left right hand is absolutely crucial for tyres, as Santi, Jagnu and Sparky and Sabino and Felix actually all going to pit on what I'm assuming the hard compound tyres, as we're still on board with Trincato. Andrew does get overtaken by Randro down the DRS straight. Can Trincato do the same on Ken Watiki? Tries a bit of a dummy down the inside, forcing him that little bit wide. Has to yield, tries a switchback maybe, but it's a no avail for the Alpine. But Andrew gets past Randro yet again. Trincato does the same to KNYT Kid, sends a beautiful move on him, but goes wide into the braking zone. Behind him, not behind him anymore. KNYT Kid gets the move, that's robbing his racing. Wheels are touching a little bit wide there from KNYT Kid due to contact. But Trincato keeps P3 for now. Behind them, KNYT Kid has got Masaki now up his tail, who's for some reason decided to cook so damn hard the kitchen, maybe on fire. Randro slipping up, Trincato slipping up just a little bit, coming up to the straight now. KNYT is going to try to force a move down the outside on those on those on those less worn hard compound tyres, those mediums slowly losing their edge now, as Leandro sets the fastest lap with 26.5. Masaki would be on board with him coming up to this next corner. Nothing for him would be on board now with Randro, who Andrew did actually get past him a couple corners ago, but Randro's going to swoop wide and take P1 back from that Alpine. Jagner and U60 having a lovely scrap here for P11. That Sauber is definitely, some would say, a little bit weary of track limits with already 6 seconds of time penalties. But those fresher mediums definitely have something to boot, as Andrew and Randro are fighting for days, as KNYT Kid gets past Trincato, who's actually dropped down 2 places now to Masaki. There's caution sector 3. That's Masaki. Masaki's gone off, and at the just starting of sector 3, I'm not sure if there was contact between Trincato and Masaki, as a Jesus Lord. Fun for everyone. Anyway, back on board with Ranger, who's got Andrew in front of him. You do wonder what lap those medium side to start absolutely fucking dying. You wonder, and you wonder now, Trincato's actually coming to the pits, so he's having a slap on the medium set, maybe over a one-stopper. But 17 lap old hards are a little bit tricky. Jagnu, 3 time play, 4 track limited. Trincato continues to drop down the order due to having a lovely pit stop. Maybe someone like Osaki will have to react to that. You never know. Anyway, down the first of the 2 DRS straights, Randro is going to fly through, take P1 away from Andrew, but it's going to be all to play for in the second DRS zone, as we're going to be on board the Alpine of Andrew now, who's got DRS, and he's going to burn the shit out of his ARS storage, fly through and say thank you very much, I'll take that back. Nice and dandy for the man from Newfoundland, who is having yet again another great battle with Randro. 2 races in a row, these two are absolutely fighting tooth and nail, trying to get their upper thing on each other. Caution sector 3. Is that Masaki again? That is Masaki yet again. No one's really taking a liking to the V-Cup driver on track today. Maybe more contact between Leandro and Masaki. I'm going to quickly look at the race director to see what has happened between them two. Maybe absolutely nothing. So it was probably just a skill issue on Masaki's part. Randro's going to come to bits now. Masaki slipping up on the corner of the pit lane there on the curving, but it's all fine and dandy. Masaki does react to Trincato coming into the pit, so he's going to probably slap on the hards as well. We're now on board with Quoto, so he's going to throw himself at KNYT Kid. 3 seconds from Commentators to Andrew, who's still flying on the 12-lap on medium compound tyres. And Commentators going to keep P2 for now. Masaki is now drop down to P12 from his pit stop. He's only 8 seconds in front of Sparky, who's on 3-lap on medium. Randro on those fresher tyres does get past Sayo for P6, and Quarter's going to try and stick him over around the outside. A little bit more of a late braking, takes a very wide line, but does get P2 nonetheless from the Mercedes. Almost clipping there as well. Almost contact out of the corner, but he's actually fine for Quota as he moves himself ever closer to Andrew, who's going to try maybe stick it out on this lap here. No, Andrew's going to come to pits off those meters, meaning Quota is going to be your race leader for now. As I say, for now, he's one of the only drivers who hasn't pit yet. Leandro's going to move over a couple of positions as well, but he does have a freezing time to leave 4 track limits. Quickly slap on that. Yep, you've got Jagnu, Santi, Canwa taking Leandro with 3 seconds. A new 60, really putting the 6 in his name with 6 seconds of time penalties. How fun and everything. Santi, hello son, welcome to the top 5. You have Andrew behind you for company though, so that's going to be a bit tricky to deal with, as you do have, I believe, the full lap on mediums compared to the brand new hards that Andrew just put on. But let's see what he can cook up. Just moving to the side and knowing he's got the tire disadvantage, and just moving out of the way nice and respectful there for the faster driver. As they can, one ticket does get past Sayo in to that exact same straight. And it's something all to play for now. And we quickly be on board with Ken Watiki. So Chinkato in front of him now. Got the DRS flying through. Can he maybe stick a very aggressive dive bomb? No. He keeps P7 for now, as Dragnet does get past Sayo as well. Not really in the best of starts for the second Aston Martin driver, but it is only halfway through the race. Anything can happen. 15 of the 29 laps flying around. Sauber needs to lock in, says Asana Steva. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but for the sake of it, I'm just going to call you Asan, because I feel like it. Anyway, Canwa tickets are on the back. Oh my god, I will show tyres. Shut the fuck up. Anyway. Thank you. I am showing the tyres, mate. All good. Did you want me to keep it on the entire race? Okay, I'm just going to be giving the silent treatment, alright? Jesus Lord. Andrew flying through, Randro in front is slightly almost the same wear on the hard tyres here. 2 laps compared to 1, and nothing as of yet. Hello Solzy, mate. We, says Solzy, I never knew you were speaking French. Here we are. That is just beautiful DRS through the second DRS straight, and bloody hell. I will definitely do that, mate. I'll definitely gap the leader. 2 seconds will run on board with that little gap for now. 2 seconds, Leandro to his teammate Quota coming in 1-2 for the Red Bull boys. Wee golden, says Solzy. Jesus Lord. Sols, I want you to type in the chat how you say Masaki is absolutely washed in French. Thank you. As we wait for that, quickly go back to the interval, see who's closest on track. Sam, so he is Jewish. That is not what I said at all, but that is also very, very true. Are you sure that line wasn't promised him 5,000 years ago? Anyway, Jesus fuck. Anyway, Randro is going to try and get something here on Andrew. DRS kicked in, but I don't think on this straight at least. I love it, Solzy, thank you, mate. Ken Watiki does get overtaken by Tranquilo. Sayo's dropped down now for P10 after getting overtaken by he who shall not be named.
There's no French word for wine. Okay, fair enough. I know. Hey, I know. Murder is shit. If I am correct, is that right, Solzy? Or am I just wrong? Oh, contact, Randro. Calm the fuck down. Jesus. Lewis. Does that mean Lewis is pregnant? Did what you did you just say Lewis is pregnant? Like, you know, carrying a child in his fucking belly. Quite oh Jesus Christ, so what the fuck does impregnate mean? So, because that's what you just called Lewis, and I thought it meant you're calling him pregnant. So I need to dust up on my French, but one of the men who doesn't men. Anyway, Jesus Lord, I'm so fucking cooked. So, Andrew is trying to Lewis is impregnating. Oh my god. Yeah, Salty's found washed in French. What is it, mate? Delayed the race 20 minutes and then wins. Kill Andrew. Don't tell it to Randro, man. He'll fucking do it. He will fucking do it. Holy balls. But then again, Randro needs to actually catch up to Andrew up his ass. So, if you're hearing this, Randro, do not murder that man in front of you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leandro's leading the way, 18 laps to go. Currently 11 laps left, not including this one. And there's a caution in Sector 3. Hello, Sabino. Welcome back to C2. Anyway, Sayo's just dropped down a fuck ton of positions. He's on the pits to judge. Also dropping into the pits. And that is everyone, I believe, now doing one stop. If I can quickly flip through. Yep, everyone's done their stop. The judge was the last person to do it. So he'll slap. I'll pay Randro $20 if he takes the Alpino. That is not, that's not legal. Stop it. Anyway, Andrew says bye-bye to Randro and overtakes him on the second DRS straight. Randro races. Randro races and will bore fans. I don't think that's the correct terminology, but we are balling. He'll definitely fucking take it, knowing him. Penalty-wise, just stock standard shit. People with 3 seconds, and you know, you 60, putting the 6 in his name again with 6 seconds. Yeah, just a stock standard race here. Masaki's in the mud. Masaki's in the mud, Masaki's in the mud. Never mind, Jagnu's decided to be in the fucking mud too. He's fucked it around the Latifi corner. Oh my lord, he's fucked it around the Latifi corner. Someone's finally... And he's lost an end play for good measure. He's fucked it around the Latifi corner. Someone's finally done it. I am fucking happy. Yes. Shut the fuck up. So I will delete you. Oh, Sandra has a bit of slip up. What the fuck was that? It's definitely a 2-stopper, Hassan, from what I know. It's very, very hard for these tyres to last around here. Someone did do a... Oh, definitely. Someone did a 1-stop here in one of my league races. There were 86% of the mediums by the end and 83% of the halves. So, yeah, definitely in puncture territory if you're not careful. So it's definitely a 2-stopper. Maybe a double medium hard, or a medium soft hard if you're feeling fine and dandy. Then again, yes, it does depend on driving style, and it depends if you have a wheel or a controller. If you have a controller, well then, you know, F1 decides to give a big fuck you to them. So yeah, we are balling. Lap 20, fucking
We're been to the big 2-0. My age. Until 3 months. Fun. I am too old for this shit. Okie smoky. Let's see who's quickest, closest on track. Speaking of, these two fucktards are up and back again. Sparky and Felix dive bomb. Hello. Ding dong. Felix, you dirty, dirty boy. Making a move on Sparky. He's actually his former team. Felix used to race last season, I believe, Tier 2. And Sparky gets past just effortlessly, to be honest. Just no fucks given from that man on his debut. U60, pit lane. No. Fun time. Did you fuck it up? He didn't fuck it up. Alright, he didn't fuck up the pit lane like someone else in qualifying. I don't know who the fuck that was. Fun times for everyone. U60 got me out of fresh meat and gone down. If Misaki podiums, I make cream in my pants. Someone please DNF in front of Sparky. Why? Why would you make DNF in front of Sparky? Oh, someone in front. Okay, yeah.
I completely get what you mean, not.
Yes, okay, fair. Leandro's just thrown himself out the pits. I believe that is mediums. He's on the mediums, alright. 8 laps to go on mediums, meaning Andrew and Randro in a fight like absolute fucking horses with huge hung penises. Holy shit, why did I say that? I'm waffling. Sparky and Felix are still fighting with cocks in their hands. Holy balls, I need to stop. Anyway, DRS said fuck you as Randro is going to fly in the first DRS line, but does not gain enough ground to even attempt an overtake on the Alpine in front, meaning it's all down to this one, the second more windy DRS zone. Andrew, it's a great wreck off the side out of the exit of the chicane, but Randro's going to have the pace advantage now. I'm bobbing up and down like a fucking good little bitch. I'm just waiting for something to bloody happen, to be honest. Something needs to happen to get me to really grab my TV right now. Something needs to happen so I can strain my head off like Toasty does when a minuscule thing happens. AKA, I don't know. Andrew has won a race. He won in F1 World in Spa, I believe, if I'm not wrong. And then he did win a race in Winston last season, I believe it was. But as you shut the fuck up, it does count. He's got more than you. Fuck off. Felix does get past Sparky. Them two are just fighting fucking cocks everywhere. Holy balls, they're fighting every single thing. Toasty, Salzy, it's not fun. No! Kyoto's reeling in. Nah. No! No. Okay, fuck it, he's reeling in. Holy shit. Want to be on board? I have a podium because of the curse this game, Golden. I have a curse in general, Souls. I'm just shit. Hello, Shankato, moving up P3. It's getting the YT kid. Gonna squeeze it a little bit wide. We're gonna quickly take on the tyres because that almost ruined everything. Contact between K and YT and Shankato coming out of the chicane. That's the advantage to Quoto coming in the second DRS zone. Is he gonna stick something around here? Can he stick it? Yes, he can. He can stick it and shove it. And McAndrew's actually in with it. So it's a four-way fight. Misaki's deciding to have a fucking crack as well just behind. It's going to be absolutely fucking chaotic. Coming up now to the Latifi corner. We're right on board with Shankito now. Everyone's going wide. Everyone in front's got fucking penalties. Everyone from 5th to 10th has at least 3 seconds of penalties. Shut up. Anyway, this is a battle for P3 for fuck's sake. And we're getting scraps up and down this damn pack from P3 to P7. Everyone's in DRS. Quoto is 4.5 seconds behind the two leaders who are currently into the DRS zone now. Want to be on board with them. I don't think Randall's going to get a move done as of yet. He's got DRS zone. The straight is very long. Nah, Leandro gets past Chinkato. There's wheel-to-wheel racing between these two. Chinkato gets past with the DRS flap flying wide open and takes P4. Holy shit. Maybe Quoto's going to reel in Leandro because this battle is fucking hectic. Leandro does not get past Andrew. We're getting some fucking action, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. We're going to be on board with Leandro yet again into the second DRS zone. Nothing done. Whoop-de-doo. Masaki's actually out of DRS range. Now, Chinkato's in wide, meaning Leandro to stick it. But Chinkato's still, they're coming out to the chicane. A little bit of a late reaction there from Chinkato, trying an rotation dive bomb. Contact between both. That's going to put Chinkato in a disadvantage because Kane won't take it. I decides to throw himself around the corner like a good little bitch. Kane won't take it, going to fly through. Holy contact, says Asana Steva. This is a fucking absolute car crash. Kane won't take it now. Coming into the pits, meaning, oh, I just heard someone hit the fucking wall. Did Trincato hit the wall? I'm not sure. Anyway, Trincato is now out of DRS to Leandro, meaning both Red Bull drivers are going to touch Cox. Holy shit, what is the tyre wear like? I don't know. 3-lap-old mediums compared to 7-lap-old mediums. Everyone else in front of them on the hards. The judge gets past his 60. Sector 3 shit show. What the fuck is going on? Who the hell knows? Sayo gets past his 60, who does have a 6-second time penalty. A little bit of struggle there from Leandro. Leandro is still about a cock hair away from overtaking Andrew, who's still fighting for his first bloody race win. He may maybe they're catching, but it's still 4 seconds, and these two are just throwing caution on the wind. They don't give a shit, and they're fighting each other. When we start making money, I'll stop. Alright, calm down, mate. When I start making money. Anyway, fun for the whole family. Lap 25 now. I'm still on board with these two Red Bulls deciding to join Max Verstappen and Danny Rick in Baku. They're just fighting each other for shits and giggles right now, to be completely honest. He's 60 years past Sayo. Woohoo. Fucking fun. Go the fucking cars. DRS in the end zone now for Leandro, the man with the fresher medium, throws himself around the outside of his teammate and yoinks it for Gits and Shiggles. What is the penalties looking like? 3 seconds for everyone with penalties. Holy fuck, you 60's got 9 seconds of penalties. Okay, well, you 60's not, actually, 60 is getting points, but P12 for the memes. Santi, P8 with 6 seconds, and then you've got Leandro, Quoto, Masaki, Ken Waitiki, Jagnu, Savino, and Sparky all with 3 seconds. Fun for the whole family. Everyone else with nothing, being good little boys, maybe having a warning or two sprinkled in for memes, but it is all fun and absolutely fucking dandy. Now this battle is one for the ages. Fuck off, Sayo. Stop overtaking it and ruining my damn moment. A battle for the ages, a battle brewing for so long from last week in Canada. Absolute shit shows flying through everywhere. You 60 and Sayo are just battling for no reason. He's got 9 seconds of time penalty. Stop fighting him so aggressively. Caution sector 1. What just happened? Okay, so I think Chinkato's just actually screwed himself over. Anyway. Randro is now going to try and get past this silly bastard and Andrew in front, who's fighting for his first official, as some people would say, league win. So Randro is going to claw every single bit at him. Masaki's now into P5, but does have 3 seconds of time penalties, but he will keep it
unless Junqueira can pull off a masterclass here. He's slowly losing time though to the Racing Bulls driver. So Junqueira's going to keep P6 as Andrew is still fighting with this silly man in the Aston Martin. Randro, as I now got about 3 laps to go once they cross the finish line. 3 seconds time play for Sabino. Please, Lord, stop. I'm coming in my pants. Anyway, lap 27 now, 3 laps to go. And let's just hope no one decides to die. If you do die in this race, you die. Anyway, they're fighting again. Oh boy. Woohoo. Fuck you. Alright, Randro, fun. U60 is dead. Ish. He just decided to die into Sector 3. And Sparky's also... No, that's Jagnu. Jagnu is a sitting duck in Sector 3. He's fucked it around the Latifi corner. Fuck yes, I love violence. Alright. Second DRS zone. Randro, do something. He's doing something. Okay, there is fucking shit shows everywhere. Leandro and Quoto have caught up to this pack. It's lap 27. Andrew's tyres had a bit of a slip. They are dying. So is Randro's. Meaning, these two silly fuckwits in the Red Bulls, if they catch up and throw cock and just gap, Chunk is 6 laps down because of a bit of a slip up coming into turn 5. Fun. Leandro is right behind Randro's ass. This is going to be a battle for absolute shit, balls and penis. I need to stop. Lap 28. Stop telling me to show shit. Better. Anyway. Fun for the whole family. For now, Andrew's still winning. Because time penalties, so fuck you. Shut up. You know what? Just for that, I'm not turning on penalties anymore. I'm not turning on shit anymore. I'm not turning on shit. You can keep it with this. You can keep it with the interval. And why? Because Leandro's going to throw everything at everyone. Double overtake maybe for Leandro coming up to the entry of the chicane. Yes, no contact between Leandro and Randro there. Actually, it's Andrew. Sorry, Andrew's here for absolutely fucking no reason. Leandro's overtaking him for the lead of the race. Holy fuck. Cock in hand. Everything's happening. Randro's now just overtaking Andrew. Those hearts are dying. Holy shit. We could be seeing a fucking masterclass from the Red Bull boys. Well, one of them maybe. Holy shit. There's 1 lap to go. Leandro needs to squeak out 1.5 seconds and he wins this bloody race. Andrew just got a 3-second time over track limits. Oh lord. That could be his race. That's his race done. That's his race over. He can't win. Meaning Randro, if I quickly look at the leader, yeah, he just needs to stay within 3 seconds and he wins the race. Oh, capitulation for Andrew yet again. A very late penalty, ruining his race 2 races in a row, 1 from Canada, and now 1 in Abu Dhabi. But Randro's in here past him now on the back straight. Not back straight, the straight. There's 2.7 seconds. Last lap penalty, there's contact everywhere. Masaki's now up to P4. It's 3 seconds now between Leandro and Randro, and DRS may not be in tow for the Aston Martin. It's not. It's not. There's no DRS for Randro. That means Leandro has to not fry his tyres. Andrew and Randro are still fighting. Andrew's now up in the back, who's been overtaken by Masaki. Masaki might have more penalties though. They're both on 3 seconds. It's a fight for P3. Leandro's going to come across to Latifi corner now. What's going to happen? He goes and takes it just so beautifully. It's so lovely seeing this Red Bull in Abu Dhabi
It's almost like 2021 all over again. Caught just Masaki's out and just throwing his car everywhere. He's down so many positions. Leandro takes on P2, but Leandro wins the race. Andrew takes on P3. Quoto in P4. Genkato in P5. What have I just seen? That was an amazing end to an entire Grand Prix. Masaki throws everything out of the pram. He's finished P6. Caden will take it to P7. Santi with an amazing drive for the Haas team. P8. McLaren's in the points at Jagnu, who's going to come home in P10 to Judge will finish P9. Oh my god! Sayo's just... What has happened to Jagnu just then? Jagnu's just slipped up out of the last one. He could have had P10. He could have had P10. Oh my lord. He had P10. He comes on P11. Meaning Sayo comes on P10. Felix is the last man to get the points. And Sabino... Jesus Lord. It's alright, Souls. He'll still get P11. He'll still get P11, mate. Oh my god. One singular point Astana is happy for. One singular point. Anyway, that man right now, people were saying, was he going to be like 2021? Can Leandro cook something up? Well, Abba Dabba do he fucking can. He wins the race here. Oh my throwing penis at everything. I am waffling. I need sleep. It's been something to definitely wake me up after my 20 minutes of sleep. Holy shit. There are your podium celebrations. Red Bull celebrate another win in Abu Dhabi. And yeah, just an absolute fucking cracker race from start to bloody finish. And there is your Grand Prix results. Leandro winning, Randro and Andrew getting on the podium. Hello, Solzy. And that will be your Tier 2 race for this weekend. It's going to be a bloody shit show. And maybe some post-race penalties with Leandro counting one Masaki. So, for now, Leandro takes the win, but it's for the memes. All from Dandy. I'm GoldenSniper, and I bid you all a farewell. Stay tuned for Tier 1 tomorrow, where there'll be a much better commentator with even more sleep than me. Toodaloo, motherfuckers.